Most SUVs today feel like disposable appliances, plastic shells meant to survive a few warranty cycles before the repairs start piling up. But a handful of them are built so well they almost feel immortal, refusing to break down no matter how much punishment they take. Some of these machines rack up hundreds of thousands of miles with nothing more than basic maintenance, and a few are so overbuilt that owners joke they'll be passing them down like family heirlooms. And what's wild is that many people have no idea which SUVs actually fall into that category. Let's break down the models that don't just last, they endure. 1. Toyota Land Cruiser. The million-mile myth that's actually real. The Toyota Land Cruiser has become such a legend that people sometimes think the million-mile stories are exaggerated, except they're not. This SUV has survived war zones, jungle expeditions, and brutal desert heat for decades. Mechanics will tell you that Toyota intentionally tuned the engines in older Land Cruisers to run cooler and produce less stress, which is why some of them practically refuse to quit. There's even a rumor that Toyota lost profit on certain generations because they were engineered far beyond what the average owner would ever need. And just when you think you've seen everything the Land Cruiser can handle, someone out there puts another one through something ridiculous, and it survives yet again. 2. Lexus GX, the luxury SUV that refuses to age. The Lexus GX might look like a luxury SUV that should be fragile, but it's the complete opposite. Underneath the leather and wood trim sits the same rugged foundation used in the Land Cruiser Prado. The V8 under the hood has become notorious for outlasting everything around it. It's common to see these hitting well over 300,000 miles without major issues, and insurance companies treat them like golden children because they're so safe and rarely involved in high-cost claims. The GX is one of those SUVs that ages so slowly it almost feels like time doesn't apply to it. And if a luxury SUV can last that long, the next one will surprise you even more. 3. Honda Pilot, the family hauler that won't quit. The Honda Pilot might not look like a durability champion, but it absolutely is. These things are everywhere because they just keep running. It's common for them to reach 250,000 or 300,000 miles, and some owners swear they've hit even more without serious repairs. People claim that early pilots secretly borrowed strengthened transmission components from Honda's truck lineup, which could explain why they refused to brake even when hauling large families and road trip luggage for years. What makes it even better is that pilots rarely end up with major electronic failures, keeping ownership surprisingly painless. 4. Toyota 4Runner, the off-road legend that never breaks. The Toyota 4Runner might be the most predictable SUV on this list, and that's saying something. Everyone knows these things last forever. Body-on-frame construction, a low-stress V6, and bulletproof drivetrains make 300,000 miles look casual. It's not even shocking anymore to see a 4Runner with 350,000 miles selling for more than some brand-new compact SUVs. The resale values alone prove how much trust people put in these trucks. There's almost a cult around them, where owners compete to show who has the highest mileage. But even with a reputation this strong, the durability story doesn't end here. 5. Subaru Forester, the unexpected long-term hero. The Subaru Forester might not seem like the kind of SUV that can survive decades of use, but it's become a quiet long-term hero. Subaru's more recent CVTs have improved massively, and when drivers actually change the fluid, these powertrains can run far longer than most people expect. It's not unusual to see 200,000-mile Foresters still going strong. Some mechanics even claim Subaru performs more durability testing than they publicly admit, because their engines tend to hold up far better than the specs suggest. And while the Forester might seem like the underdog here, the next SUV takes durability to an entirely different level. 6. Lexus LX, the ultra-luxury tank. The Lexus LX barely even tries to hide the fact that it's built like a military-grade machine wrapped in luxury clothing. Underneath the premium interior and smooth ride sits the same foundation used in high-end Land Cruisers that dominate the Middle East. It's normal to see LX models pushing 500,000 miles, and some overseas examples are rumored to be approaching the million-mile mark. What's even crazier is how slowly these things depreciate. They hold their value because people know they don't die. And that brings us to a newer SUV that's becoming a modern-day survivor in its own right. 7. Mazda CX-5, the compact SUV that ages like stone. The Mazda CX-5 doesn't have a flashy reputation, but it quietly delivers long-term reliability most people don't expect. Mazda avoided the trend of using CVTs, which means no sudden transmission failures or catastrophic surprises down the road. Owners regularly report hitting 200,000 miles with nothing but routine maintenance. Mazda is also praised for the strength of its vehicle structures, something that plays a huge role in long-term durability. It's an SUV that ages gracefully, without the drama you see in competing models. 8. Toyota Highlander, the 300,000-mile family machine. The Toyota Highlander has become the go-to long-distance family machine. The 3.5-liter V6 is known for easily reaching 250,000 to 350,000 miles, and the hybrid models last even longer thanks to a low-stress engine cycle. It's one of the few SUVs that almost feels impossible to kill if you keep up with simple maintenance. The Highlander doesn't just save money on gas or repairs, it saves you from shopping for a new SUV every few years. 9. Chevrolet Tahoe, the American giant that lives forever. The Chevrolet Tahoe is a perfect example of American over-engineering. These SUVs are used by police departments, government fleets, and private owners who put them through absolute chaos. And they keep going. It's common to see Tahoes hitting 300,000 or 400,000 miles, and many retired police SUVs are sold to families who keep driving them for years. The secret is simplicity, reliable V8 engines, easy repairability, and parts that don't cost a fortune. It's the definition of a workhorse. 10. Honda CR-V, the surprise longevity champion. The Honda CR-V has quietly become one of the most durable compact SUVs ever made. Older models are still running with 500,000 miles on the odometer, and the newer hybrids are gaining a reputation for being unbelievably low maintenance. Honda has always been known for long-lasting engines, but the CR-V takes it a step further by pairing efficiency with reliability. It's light, low stress, and engineered with a cooling system that prevents the kind of heat issues that destroy other compact SUVs over time. Conclusion: why these SUVs outlive everything else? When you look at all these SUVs together, there's a clear pattern. The longest-lasting vehicles aren't the ones stuffed with the most features or the biggest screens. They're built with conservative engines, strong drivetrains, and materials that don't fall apart after a few winters. They value trust over trends. And owning one doesn't just mean fewer repairs. It means saving tens of thousands of dollars over the years, while driving something that feels dependable every single day. These SUVs don't just last longer. They redefine what it means to drive something built to stand the test of time.